now I got something to show you that you've all been waiting for, the new Dodger Dog. I've been through windstorms before, but this one's got me a little bit on edge. I was just taking a nap, and I think this is just going to pass through. It's probably not going to be that big of a deal, but we're rocking in here. We're rocking. Like, I mean, I looked up the weather report. I don't have a way to measure the wind speed, and I've been through 50-mile-an-hour windstorms before, and I mean, it shakes and rocks the trailer. We're not hooked up to the truck right now, so we're just kind of freestanding, and I am kind of on a little hillside, so I keep having these sort of nightmares about oh, it's gonna blow the blocks out from under the trailer, and then the trailer is gonna get knocked loose, and we're gonna go rolling down this hill down into this little ravine that's behind us and into the wash. But that's not gonna happen. But the weather report said the wind gusts are only supposed to be 31 miles an hour, but this is more than that. So I think it's just where we're located, and you can see. I'm going to open the window, or open the door here, and you can see the storm that's coming. There's a little bit of thunder, and luckily Dodger hasn't clued in on it yet, because if he hears that thunder or sees the lightning, then I mean it'll be a bad time for him. He'll be really upset. So take a look at this, and you can see the highway out there. And I was just thinking, man, I'm glad I'm not driving through this, because I mean that'll blow your rig around, and in certain cases you'd have to pull over. So if I was towing this, then I'd be looking for a place to pull over right now. But you can see there's people out there driving in this. And check out the storm that's coming. You can probably hear that thunder, and the storm's coming from over this way. And you can see the people out there on the highway. This side of the trailer is the side that's not getting hit with the wind. Ooh. Well, yeah, the rain's coming down. I don't know why. It feels like where we are, we're kind of just on the peak of this little tiny hill right here. And so I think the wind's getting under the trailer. I think that's probably what I'm noticing is so different. Because, I mean, the wind is really strong out there, but I swear we've been in more powerful winds before. But usually it would be like out in Quartzsite, it's very flat, and so the wind doesn't have the same ability to get up under the rig. I think that's what's happening. It's really rocking. And the weird thing is, I was just taking a nap, and Echo doesn't care about storms. He doesn't give a crap. He doesn't care about loud sounds, or if it's windy or rainy or anything like that. He doesn't care. But all of a sudden, he just hopped up into bed with me where I was napping, and I was like, what's he doing? Why is he hopping up into bed with me? It just seemed kind of out of character. And then the storm came, so he kind of predicted it, he could feel it coming. Honestly, I'd rather be dealing with inclement weather like this than what I dealt with yesterday when I was getting the trailer kind of stuck in those in that really crappy area for a campsite. This is something I can deal with, it's and this is way better than the heat. I mean, it's actually really cold right now. Of course, the storm is bringing in the cold air, but even before then, I had to put on my pants today, and I brought out my flannel. I got my flannel ready to go. And last night, it was cold. I was in my sleeping bag and under the covers. So, I mean, I'm not complaining. Like, that's a good thing. I'd rather be cold. And, you know, when I say cold, it was like probably 45 or something at night. So that's nothing. That's totally doable compared to when we were down in Quartzsite just a couple days ago. I mean, 90 degrees in the daytime plus. I mean, it was in the high 90s at one point. And that's just too hot for me and the dogs. You can see the storm and the rain is coming down, which is a nice thing. It's gonna wash off the rig, wash off the truck, which is, we're pretty much just covered in dust and, bugs from driving. Once you get wind or any kind of weather that comes through, your head goes to, okay, do I have everything pulled in? Like, I had a little floor mat outside. I'm like, oh, I should put that away because else it's just going to get blown off and I'll never find it. So I threw that in the back of the truck, locked up the hatch on the back of the truck just so it doesn't accidentally get blown open or anything like that. Just double check, make sure all the windows are closed. Everything's basically tied down, put away, anything that can blow away or catch the wind. Like, you wouldn't want your awning out in this situation. Like, that thing would have been torn down by now. Make sure, I got a hatch in the bathroom and I have a little cover over it so water shouldn't be getting in through there. So we're good there. But the weather, it affects you instantly out here. So your setup, you just got to make sure that nothing's going to get destroyed or affected or anything's going to accumulate as far as if something blows into something else and it could damage something else, and then that could have a domino kind of effect. And when a storm comes up like this that I wasn't expecting, because I've been checking the weather reports just to see what we're getting into, and it didn't say anything about a storm coming this way. Now, yesterday I did run into a little bit of rain and clouds, as you could see in that video, but it was, it was nice because I was kind of stressing out trying to find a good campsite, and then I got stuck, and it wasn't hot. And if it was hot, then that just adds on to the pressure and the drama of the day. So to have rain and cloud cover was actually a really nice relief when I'm trying to back up through that little tiny trail and going over rocks and running into bushes and stuff like that, and then having to realign myself and then back up again and getting in and out of the truck, because I have to look behind me. The way I used to do it, I was bad at it. I mean, it's confusing because you're looking back and you're trying to get the trailer to go one way, and you're used to looking back, and the back of your truck will go the way that you think it's going to go, but the trailer goes the opposite way when you back up. Then you got to think about okay, now when you're backing up, then the front of the trailer is going to swing out further, and so you got to really look around, and I've done really good. I haven't hit anything. I've had some close calls, scraping into stuff. Just like yesterday, I was running into those bushes. And you'd think running into bushes is not a big deal. But some of those bushes, they have thick thorns on them, and they'll go right through your tire. I've been checking my tires today just to see if I had any air coming out, and they're all good. But I have, in the past, had a thorn go through one of my tires. And, I just got a flash of lightning there. I had a thorn go through one of my tires, and it didn't puncture it, but it went really deep, and I was like, I didn't realize that the thorns out here in the desert could go right through your tires. So I'm just extra cautious about that now. And the wind's starting to die down a little bit. Let's go outside and see what it looks like. Oh, rainbow. Not bad, huh? Woo. And then over here we got sun. Wow, that's a pretty good rainbow. Getting some pretty good lightning now. So I get out here whenever I can. I check these chocks just to make sure they're not going anywhere, you know, make sure they're under the rig, keeping us stable. Whew, I'm cold. What do you think, Echo? Oh, he's a good dog. Dodger dog. And now I got something to show you that you've all been waiting for. Let's see. The new Dodger dog. Wait. Okay, Dodge. Echo, wait. Echo, yes. Check him out. When I was staying at the RV park, it was really easy for me to get packages there. Man, he will not let me get a good image of him. He hates being on camera so much. There we go. He can't run away from me when he's peeing. So I got him this leg brace. And I forgot to cover up the brand on it, you know, because I'm not vouching for this product. It's just what I bought on Amazon. And I will put a link to it. No, I'm not going to put a link to it actually. Because I'm still not sure about it. But you know, he doesn't seem to mind it. And he let me put it on him. And it didn't hurt him at all when I was putting it on him. We have a little routine now. Whenever I get ready to take him on a walk, then I stick it on him. Oh, there we go. Good boy. You like it, Dodger? Come on. Come on, Dodge. This is how we live. It feels so good to be back out in nature. Being at the RV park, that RV park was awesome. I definitely recommend it. Check out that video if you haven't seen that video, because that is an awesome RV park and a great deal. And it was fun to be like in the heart of Quartzsite for a week. But the dogs, you know, they can't do their thing. It was too hot to walk around in the middle of the day. It was just too hot to even walk around up to the little dog park that they had there, or walk around on the little in the RV park. The gravel is just too hot for the dogs. And you know, there's no hiking there for me to do. Plus, you saw my adventure trying to go to the Dollar General, and there was some sort of theft or scam going on. These people with masks, and it was sketchy. I mean, there's sketchy areas. I mean, I saw more drugged out people in that week, not necessarily in the RV park, you know, but in the town, than I'd seen in my whole four years out in the national forest and the public lands and the Bureau of Land Management lands. So to be out here where I feel just super safe, it's like, it feels so good. And this weather is just awesome. It's just awesome. And the dogs can just run around and do their thing out here. They love it. They love it. And hit that like button. Let us know you're watching. We like to know you're watching. Don't forget to subscribe. A lot of you aren't subscribed, and you're going to miss our videos if you're not subscribed. So please subscribe if you like what we're doing. Still got that rainbow out back there. The storm is over. Hey, no running, buddy. Shoot.